This tune is called The Clog, and it's a slide. A slide is a tune that's in 12/8. So there's 4 beats to a bar, 4 main beats, and each of those 4 beats are broken up into 3s. So you've got diddle 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 diddle. So instead of a jig, which is 2 beats in a bar, daddle 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 daddle. This is da 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 daddle da da daddle 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 da, that sort of thing. And it's in the sort of Kerry Cork border, and players around down south of the Republic. They play a lot of slides and polkas is mostly what's around the sort of Slieve Lucre area, it's called. And so I learned a lot of slides and polkas. I was in a few sessions this week, and it was really sweet. It was all very quite slow pieces. I thought of many of you and thought, oh, what a shame I don't have some of my cello club members in this session. It was lovely, just really very relaxed sessions where anyone can join in, and you know, nice chance for cellos. And someone remembered they said, oh, I remember 4 cellists coming here sometime, and that was like one of the retreats. I can't remember which session it was, but yeah, so the cello club is remembered. Okay, so the clog, I'm going to play it for you. It's in D, and it starts in, the chord that it starts on is A, which is a little unusual for trad tunes, but not that unusual. Okay. And then it repeats back to the top. B section. Okay, so that's the clog. Now there's an A section, which is 8 bars, and there's a B, which is 4 bars, sorry, because it's in this big long ya da 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 da. That's 1 bar. Ya da 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 dum da 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 da. That's 2 bars, and then those 2 lines repeat. Very similar. So it's 4 bars for the A section. And then the B section is the same. It's 4 bars, and then it's repeated, and then you're using the B section and then the A section lines. So I'll talk you through in a second.
Connected to Fire Tablet and Molly 02S.
I'll just mute you, Molly, there. I think it's you. Cat. Yeah, is it? Okay. Very good. Okay. So I'll just play the first bar. Let's get this feel. So we'll do a D major scale, and then we'll get the extensions on the F sharp and the C sharps there. So we're going to go, first of all, just triplets. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're giving them a little swing. So just a loose 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to go very strictly and in fact bounce your bow just for a little exercise. So just let's do it slower. So just think of it as little la 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 la. And when you're doing this, try and relax your mouth and your jaw and your neck. Okay, so you've got this thought of this part of your body and your core all relaxing right down into your seat. And then you've got this bouncing going. So you're really putting no effort. We're just going to try that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and. Okay, good. Now, I don't know how clean or messy or hard it was to control that, but if you think of each one that you're brushing, let's do even slower, because it's a really nice brush stroke to get that is brush stroke, a bow stroke that's like a brush stroke, and it's a soft sound. So you're trying to catch every note cleanly, but and warm, but you're also trying to get a brushing effect, because that's quite handy in traditional music, you know, light bows. You can try it more in the middle if your bow, if you want it to be a bit more bouncy, depending on the sound of your cello, what you want to hear, but it's quite slow, so it's controlled. Okay, I'll go, I'll just count 6, 2 bars of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax your whole core. Okay, now we're going to do, yes, Diane?
So what number is the brush stroke on? 1, 2, or 3?
So it's on 1, 2, 3, every one of them.
Oh, they're all brushing.
Yeah. So you're thinking of it on 2, 3, 1. I know, sorry, it's quite hard to hear over the sound necessary. So really I'm giving more of a sort of a little pulse on the 1. But they're all brushed. So it's just to get this sort of centered relaxation in your mouth and body, and then you're doing a sort of, you know, a stroke that could have tension in it, but you don't need to have tension in it. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to do so this is because in slides often you're hooking you've got a crotchet or a quarter note to the eighth note. So you've got. So what we're going to do is. Okay, so. Okay, 3 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I'm lifting them up there. I'm going, actually lifting the bow. But now we're going to do, well, let's do that once more with a lift. So start with the short D. 3, 4. So that was going the other way instead of going either way is fine, just to get that swingy thing. Okay, so now let's go like this. So just long, da 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 da, on up. If you can keep with that speed, let's go for that. Otherwise, just do your own version. 3 and. Again, and we're going to do that same thing at the top. So you land at the top and then come back down. 3 and. Okay, good. Now, let's start with the melody. So we have. So we're just starting on that E. Use the first 3 notes. And then we repeat that. So it's just going down. Try that a few times to get that C sharp nice. The C sharp is probably better to be a little flat than a sharp. So that was exaggerated. Some trad players will play like thirds in a chord, because that first chord is an E, quite flat, like halfway between the C sharp and the C. I'm not saying to always do that, but just you can listen out for it if you want to get really picky about the tuning. Okay, so here we go with that bar is. And we'll go very slow again. 3, 4. Again. Cycle it. Once more. Okay, and then the next little phrase is with the upbeat. So that's the little upbeat is F sharp there. And 2 F sharps there. Cycle it. Let's do the whole thing, both bars together. 1, 3, 4. And then we're going to go to get back back to the beginning and we'll cycle it. So we'll do the D there. So see wherever you can catch in there. We'll keep going over those 2 bars. So we're going to start actually with that upbeat just to get us started. We're going to start with D, C. Okay, 3, 4, and 1. 3, 4. The D. Once more. Okay. Now the third bar of that, the next phrase, is exactly the same. So we've already done that now. So it's the same up till there. Then it just does this little resolving to D. So it's the D chord, D notes. The chords of the D is D, F sharp, A, and we're going A, F sharp, D, D. So from this 4th bar is. So let's try just from there. Da, da, 3, 4. Again, D chord. Again, A. Okay, so we're going to do that whole line from. Yeah, 3, 4. Do that one again. So let's see if we can put the first ending and the second ending on those 2. Okay, we'll do it slowly. 3, 4. Repeat it from the beginning. So I'm getting this sort of thing of phrases that go like this. So it's like that, it's each bar basically, but there's almost a little breath you can lift up your bow. So each of the times you get to that one E, the rest of the times it all stays clinging. So clinging, so it lifts there. Then you've got, then you know that note is lifted, you're going down. So they're the only times when the bar, the slur is actually across the bar. And that's what that little sound is in slides, is that's when the bowing works, is when you've got the 2 eighth notes or quavers are slurred across the bar. So that's that feel, and that they do it so that you get the lift. So let's do that with the lift, just the first bar. 3, 4. Lift. Keep going. so I'm going to do that again, and I'm going to do the lift and just give that little pause, even though you won't do that, but it just gives you a really nice, clear sense of where that pause is. And you might, like, often I'll start a tune that just like really slow, so it might be under a drone or something. Then something, I don't know what I do. Do you know what I mean? Like if I was, I'd have to work out something, but so it might be a little pause, and then I'm into. So it's, I mean, that's how I like to, that's one of the little tricks of that I like to use when arranging, playing the tune really slow, or even just the first half, but almost like an air. And then you'd use those lifts as a sort of, here we go into the tune, and then you've got it in the tune and your ear hears it during the tune when it's fast. So let's do this, we'll do the first section with those lifts, and I will pause in them just so you have a feel. Okay, 3, 4. Lift. Keep going. Lift. Let's repeat it like that. Okay, let's do it once more without the big breath in it, just with the lift in it. Okay, yeah, da, da, da. 3, 4. And repeat. Okay. Now we've got the second half, the B section. So we have the same thing as in the first half. You've got, and then you've got, so it's the same bar. All that happens is this is different. Then you're back to, and going up to the A. Then we're back to that, the D chord. Okay, so let's get that first bar. So it's A to D, open to 4. Across. Okay, that again. And let's try it like this. So we're going to do a little, I think it works with the open. Yeah, just do it. It's just open, so you hardly, it actually sounds like C sharp. How much different is it? So all you're doing is just hitting the D twice. Okay, so it's this, da, da. All you're doing is that. And you're hardly lifting up. It's just like you're reinstating the same note. So you're trying even not to make a gap. Like try practicing that. Let's see. Try putting it down and you can make it smooth. Like that. Without the grace note, but you're still and then you be lazy with it. You could do 3/4 if you feel like it, but I like the, it's lazy. I always think of when I'm trying to get the sounds that the fiddle players get, is this, they just got their little fingers up there, they're just doing this all night, and they're hardly moving, and it's going so fast. And they're just like, oh, you see them doing that. And sometimes their hand is not even, you know, the technique is sort of sloppy, but then you get this great tone, this great traddy sound. So that's a bit of that. That's a bit of trying to get, you know, some flavor. And think of a clog, it's sort of woody, a little bit of a kick. Okay, so let's do the 2 bar. See if you can do those 4 bars, because I reckon you probably can, because you've got the endings now. Da 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 da. 3, 4. To the other half. Okay, so that's let's do that once more. So you get, because we're going to put the first half and that half, and then it changes at the end again. So let's do from the top going into that second half. So we'll do the top A section twice, and then we're going to do that section just once. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, and then the last line, so it's like A, and then the B has a first time bar and a second time bar. It's 2 bars. So the second half of it is like the first. Like the A section. So that line happens like in the A section twice and in the B section twice. Okay, so let's do the high and then going into that. So we're going from, we're doing this. Okay, so slow, 3, and. Okay, so what I'm doing in that phrase, so that beginning of the B section is and the repeat here. I'm not lifting because I'm saving it for here. So that's where I don't do the lift as where I would before. I save it till the last phrase. Okay, so let's do the whole B section. So we've got these going up high 3 times and then the lower, like the first, like the A section. Okay, 3, da da, going up 4. And it repeats. And then lift, low section. Now the top, that's it. Yeah, so you've got that whole B section. Let's do the top, the A section, repeat, and then that. Okay, so 3, 4. F sharp. And that repeats. 1. Going up. Okay, high D going up to. And repeat, and no lift in this one. Get ready to lift. Great. Okay, let's try it once more a little faster, see if you can keep up. About this. So it's really just more about being more relaxed and rather than ploddy by just giving it that tiny bit faster. Keep it nice and light. Remember your mouth relaxed, all your core. Okay. I definitely found when I was doing the sessions this week that the more I could just go, it doesn't matter. It's all fine. Just let it go with it. The more I could do that, the more by the end of the sessions I would feel like really peaceful and like I could do anything. It didn't matter. It was like even if I didn't know the piece and I couldn't hear the chords, it's like that really so important just to get that core of your body, you know, relaxed and remind yourself when you're playing all the time so that you really can play as relaxed as possible and not get nervous or excited. Not too excited, just get excited. Okay, so we're going to go a little faster. Maybe move up the bow if you've been lower, move up a little bit towards the middle or right in the middle, where it's just easy sort of thing. Okay, 3, 4. Going up, B section. Going up. Going up. Lift. Okay, so I can't help it when I see an F sharp to do a nice slide on it, because you've got the A, and you can get a nice chord there, and it's a D chord. Okay, so now let's have a look at the chords. So what would you do in a slide? So let's see. You're going to start an A. So I'm just going to do it with a bar across, or if you don't want a bar across the A and the E, just do an A. In fact, let's just do single notes now to get the rhythm, actually, because then we'll save our fingers for our chords. So I'm doing this down, up, up, down, up, up, down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So just breaking those because it's like that. Up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. That's the first bar. Here's the second bar, and it changes in the second half. And then we do just two notes, D, D. So basically there's 1, 2, 3, D, D. Okay, so do that with me. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down. 3, 4. Okay, good. Now do it again and I'll play the melody. 3, 4, down, up, up. Does that the whole first half. So now you could either use 2 fingers across, or you could go probably just use, let's see, now you'd probably just use the bottom 2 notes, power chord. Okay, so in guitar it's known as a power chord when you've just got the 1 and the 5 of the chord, and in cello it is super like a power chord, you know, when you've got just those 2 notes. It's rock and roll, you know, power chords, eat your heart out. Okay, so we'll just do the fifths like that. Just once through and then repeat it, and I'll play the melody over it. So with the chords this time, and we're going to go faster. Sorry, I'm singing wrong. Okay, so here we go. 3 and down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, D, D, A, D, D. Okay, let's do it now. You can change, could do it open strings, open D&A instead of, okay? You can change it around if you like. Okay, let's do it again. We're going to repeat it. Da, 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 1 M. Once more. Okay, nice, rock and roll. Now let's do, you play the melody and I'll play the chords, so you get a chance to hear the melody under as well. About that speed is okay, if you can keep up with that. 3 and repeat. Okay, good. Now the B part. So we have here, it's a D, da, 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 and then an E minor, da, da, dum, and then an A, da, 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 dum, da, da. So let's do it just like that first. We're going to go D, so 1, 1, 3. You can do the bottom note and then the top two. And then we're going up a tone to the E minor, 1, 1, 2. And then we're going back a tone to the A minor, 1, 1, 3, A major, 1, 1, 3, and back to the D. Okay, so we've got D, da, 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 up to E minor, to A, and back to D. Again, the D, D major, E minor, A, D. So 1, 1, 3, up to 1, 1, 2, E minor, to the A major, 1, 1, 3, and the D major. And once more, we've got the D major, 1, 1, 3, E minor, 1, 1, 2, A major, 1, 1, 3, and back to D major. Okay, so now that works nicely, but with the D major chord, so we were talking in the hang last week about first and second inversions, and we've done this in lessons before too, the second inversions and the first inversions. This one, so we've got a D chord going to an E and to an A and to a D. Now instead of going, you're always looking at ways to go in a stepwise motion from a chord. So they're the little bits that you can link from big jumps of chords, is trying to find what can go stepwise. So if we want to go to E, so we look at the second chord, which is E, and then how can we go from a D chord to an E, but with another stepwise? You've got going up, or you can come down because you've got the F sharp. So the F sharp is this third of the D. So here we have D, 1, 3, 5 chords of the D. And so that F sharp, if we use that F sharp, and we use the A, and we use the D, and so we put the F sharp here, and we put the D here, and we put the A here, so 1, 2, 2. So that is a first inversion shape, 1, 2, 2. The D is in the middle, the 1 is below, and the 2 is at the top. So you get the flat power chord up there, okay, with the third in the bottom. So here we listen to this then, instead of going da 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 da, you could do this. Da 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 da. So you've had this movement, da 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 da, and the A is up there, but you've come down to the D. So these are all moving down, and you pop up to the A and back down to the D. So you've got that da 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 da, 1 2 2 da 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 1 1 2. And you even could do the A there. Da 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 A. What are we doing? No, A C. Oh no, then we'd have to do a second inversion. Da, da, third inversion. You could. Don't worry about that for now. We're just sticking to first inversion. Second inversion, I mean. Okay. So da 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 da. And let's go A here because you've got a nice 5-1 and it's 1 1 3 1 1 3, so it's nice and easy. Then you're back to there. Da 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 da. Okay, so it's hard enough to get quick with this, but it's really good, and I know it's, you know, you can do it quick eventually, but it does take time to let it soak in. So just keep reminding yourself about it. Okay, so we've got the 1 2 2, which is D over F sharp, da 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 da, E minor, to the A, 1 1 3, da da da, 1 2 2 from the F sharp, 1 2 2, 1 1 2, 1 1 3. Once more, so 1 2 2 on the F sharp, 2 2. Then you're going down to a tone, 1 1 2. Then you're going down a tone, 1 1 3, and straight across. So that's a good way to remember. You've got 1 2 2, going down a tone, 1 1 2, going down a tone, but down a tone space on the other string. Okay, so let's do those for da 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 da, 3 and da da da. Oops, 3. We're gonna just do 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we're breaking up each bar. Da 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 da. 3 4 da 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 da, to the A, da da da, again, da 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 1 1 2, da 1 1 3, da da da, and once more, 1 2 2, da 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 da, 1 2 2, and then 1 1 3, 1 1 2, da da 1 1 3, da da. Okay, and then so now we've got all the chords except, if you remember, the second half. So we've got E minor, A, D, D over F sharp, E minor, A, and again D. It's first inversion, E minor, A, D, and then remember it's the beginning, so it's just A, to the D, D. So we're finishing with okay, so it's that, like we did before, down, up, 3 of those. So let's do the whole B section bass line. So 3 of those. 3 of those. And then A. Okay. Here we go. 3 and dun, da, dum, A, D. D over that F sharp, E minor, 1, 1, 2, A, 1, 1, 3, D, and one more of those, F sharp, 1, 2, 2. Now we're at the beginning, da, da, dum, da, 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 dum. Keep on the A, da, da, dum, da, da. And that's the end. Okay, good. So I'm going to do that once more. I'm going to play the melody and you're going to find your bass line underneath it on that second half. 3, let's do it. Yeah, the same speed. 3, 4. Okay, good. Now I'm going to do right from the top the melody and you're going to do the bass line, okay? And then we'll get you to do the melody so that your hand won't hurt. Okay, from the top, da, 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 da. So the A's to the D, A's to the D, repeat A's to the D, A's to the D, and then going down. Okay, 3, 4. F sharp, A, D, D over F sharp, E minor, A, the A, long A. Good, excellent. Okay, now I'm going to play the bass line right through, and you'll play the melody. Okay, see if you can remember it. I'll sing along a bit too. About that speed. Let's see if we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Who got through that? Yeah? Good. Excellent. Yeah. I know it's like, Okay. Do you want to try it once? I'll do it faster, the bass line, and see if you can remember the melody. Just a little bit. And actually, I'll play the melody with you. Well, I'll do that. We'll do 2 things. I'll play the melody right through with you at a little faster tempo, and then we'll do it all again from the top, and I'll do the bass line underneath. So you've got it sort of a bit faster. See how you go. Okay. So about. So it's just keep it really loose and relaxed and see what your fingers do and fake it till you make it. Okay, it's not a lot faster. Okay, from the top, 3 to the top. Now repeat. B section. Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. So how did you all go? Any questions there? No? All good? Okay. And I've got a great tune that goes after that. So it goes into this tune called McDuggan's Slide. So you've got. So I'll give you the music with the other one, and it's got the same thing pertains to it, so you can try and learn it yourself off by heart. Look at it off by heart. Look at it and look at the chords, and then go so that because it's really straightforward if you remember the chords on this one because it's D, G, and then we've got the D and A. So it sort of is quite close to the chords, where it sits under the fingers. So you might be able to learn it by heart by looking at the chords, trying to see how the melody is like the chords. And I think that really helps for that one. And we can go through it another time as well.